That's why I don't think nobody understand how much goes into one goddamn video. Now I gotta put all this shit up. Bro. Bro. I need me a maid right now, dog. Bro. Bruh. Alright, let me just get to it because as long as I sit here. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna get right into this review. Pause. Okay, just in case y'all noticed, I forgot to blend my makeup back out into my hairline after I finished my hair. And I didn't notice until after the video. But we all make mistakes, and this was mine. I still decided to post the video, so of course, let's get back into it. Thanks, guys. We are reviewing, or I'm doing a review for the Ghost Bond. Now, this is strictly my opinion. It may have worked differently for other people, but this is strictly my opinion. I am not a professional hairstylist by any means necessary, but this is just the way I like to do things for myself. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, first off, this is the Ghost Bond. Okay, and I got this from my local beauty supply, and I only paid $17.99 for it, or I paid $17.99 for it. And I got this glue because I wanted to try it out. I wanted to see what all the ranting and raving was about, and this is my second time actually using the glue. I wanted to do a review on it the first time, but I felt like it made no sense because I felt like, of course, I needed to use it first to see how I like it, to see, you know, how it wore for that week, and then I could better give you guys a review. So, I did apply it with a small popsicle stick, and the first time I applied it though, I applied it with like a little small brush that I don't use, a makeup brush. That was a big mistake simply because the brush ended up getting hard. The first time I did use 4 applications. Um, that was a big no-no. Applying it with the brush was a big no-no because after the second application, the brush ended up getting hard and it kind of made it like clunky a little bit. So that was the second no-no. I would say when you applying your, like when you're applying your wig, your frontal, your closure, whatever it is you're using the glue with, like don't rub it down with your fingers or don't even press it down with your fingers because it'll leave like white residue. It's kind of like Elmer's glue. Like, you know how when you used to put Elmer's glue on your hand when you was a child, and in the process of it drying, you do like this, and like the way it, you know, comes off your hand in certain spots, like that's what this glue reminds me of. So don't use your hands. What I did use was the end of my comb to push it down. Certain times I did forget and I kind of used my finger, and you know, I did have that issue. But what I did was I just took a tweezer. When that happens, I just took, you know, any tweezer and I just got the glue from that spot and put a little bit more right on top of it. That's what I did. What else I would say? It is not waterproof.
The glue is not waterproof.
The glue is not waterproof. Like, I've heard people say that the glue is waterproof, and I'm trying to read it to see if it even said it because I've never read it. These daggone words so small. So it doesn't say waterproof anyway, but I've heard people on YouTube say that it was waterproof, or that it was supposed to be waterproof, or people saying that they heard it was supposed to be waterproof. However it goes, but it does say um, specifically formulated for oily scalps, high humidity,
That's a lie.
heavy perspiration.
That's a lie.
Because if you sweat, if you know, wash your face, like if you're a person that washes your face morning and night, it'll lift. That's me. So yeah, it definitely, it'll lift. It's not, it will lift. I feel like a scale from 1 to 10, I will probably give this maybe a 5.5, 6. Um, I mean, it's a good glue for me simply because I don't want to keep my hair. I don't like keeping my wigs on past the week. I like to take my wigs off, wash them, condition them, um, curl them and reapply them. So I'm okay with it. This lasts me for a week. I only wore, previous to me applying this, I wore my wig for a week, and this only lasted me for a week before it started lifting. Um, Maybe if I never wash my face, like if I never washed my face, it'll probably last longer, but that will never happen, honey. Like that's just nasty. So if you're a person that washes your face a lot, you go to the gym, you work out at home or wherever, it will only last you a week. So if it worked better for you, to each his own, sister, brother, whatever. It didn't work, that good for me, but it was okay for me because I only like to wear my hair or my wigs for a week. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't believe I am. So yeah. So I will pretty much say it's okay with me. And for this to be the talk of the town, I don't see why. But I mean, I'm okay with using it because I only like to wear my wigs again for a week. I cannot stress that enough. I only like to wear my wigs for a week. So it's okay with me. Another thing I really like about it is it comes off so easy. It's sticky, like when you're taking it off, like you have the glue gets everywhere. It's like real sticky, but alcohol takes it off. But it came off my hairline extremely easy. I just pretty much took like a piece. I cut a piece of a washcloth. I sprayed it with alcohol. I drenched it all over with alcohol, and it came right off. Definitely a pro with that glue. Like it comes off so easy. I mean, like I said, I would give the glue a 5.5, maybe 6. But I'm okay with it. So yeah. What I'm gonna do is show you guys next everything I use to apply the wig, to apply it, style it, all of that. So I first applied my stocking cap, and I got these stocking cap. This is a 12 pack of stocking caps, and I get these off of Amazon. I think I paid like $5 for them. I then took my Got To Be glue spray. I sprayed it around my hairline. So I sprayed it around my hairline. I took my blow dryer and I let it dry for like maybe 2 minutes. I sprayed another coat, did the same thing. I took my scissors, my small scissors. I took these, cut off the excess stocking cap. So I took my Got To Be glue gel right here, and I melted. I use this to do the melt down method of my hairline. And I just used the end of this brush right here. And you know what, I forgot to say something before I applied my stocking cap. I put this on my edges, and then I used this brush to brush it back. Then I applied the stocking cap. But anyway, I used the end of this brush. This is an edge brush, and I just applied my glue around to do the meltdown method of my stocking cap. Then I used the Ghost Bond, and I applied it to my ear tabs. Yeah, where my ear tabs go. I applied it to the side because this holds it down so much easier. Then the next thing I did was took my Wet n Wild brush. I don't use this brush for anything, so I use my Fit Me powder, and I am the shade 355, which is coconut, and I just used this with this brush and applied it all across my stocking cap, as well as on my stocking cap hairline. And then after I did that, I went back with the Got To Be Glue Freeze blasting spray, and I sprayed it all over where I applied the powder. And then I just used my blow dryer to let that powder sit in, because if you apply it without, okay, once you apply the powder, if you don't use a spray, when you put your wig on, your powder would come off. So you have to kind of set it with the spray so you don't find yourself using concealer to put in your part. Curl my wig, I used I believe this is a 1 inch or 1 1/4 inch curling iron. This is by Conair Pro. This is one of their limited edition curling irons. I also showed you guys, you know, how I styled it. So I pretty much used my Design Essentials wrap or foam. I kind of used this first to put my edges in place first, instead of using the Got To Be gel first, because once you use this to put your edges in place, like, they stuck. So I kind of try to use this first, and then once I get it how I want it, then I put this on top. Girl, y'all, I'm looking at my 600-pound life, y'all, and Auntie just got real upset. But anyway, so I use my Sebastian Shaper holding spray, and this is what I use for my flyaways, and I sprayed a little bit right here too, so that way you know, like, to hold it up or whatever. And yeah, guys, I think that is pretty much it. Y'all, my mouth's so dry. I'm so thirsty. Okay, y'all, so I have already applied my cap, and y'all might see like a shadow going around my hairline. That's because I applied my makeup before I'm gonna apply my lace wig. I never do that, but I got somewhere to be, so I had to wipe off the makeup like around where I'm gonna put the ghost bond, and I'm gonna just go ahead and get to work. So I'm not gonna do too much talking because this is not a talk through video. So anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started, like apply my wig and get started. Now, of course, I have to do my edges. Of course, my edges aren't done. So what I'm gonna do is take like a wrap thing, and I'm gonna tie it on my edges, and I'll leave it on for about maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'll be back. Okay guys, so this probably has been on my head for about 5 minutes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take it out. Alright. Okay. Alright, so now I left that on for about 5 minutes because I ain't got time. Here I'm gonna go ahead and like just, style my wig. I really don't have to, curl it because I already curled it, but I do have my curling iron plugged up right here just in case I gotta do some little touch-ups. I'm just gonna use my Sebastian Shaper holding spray. Y'all, I love this holding spray too, but like I like more of a soft hold, not a hard hold, and this is kind of gonna give me more of a hard hold, so I'm not gonna spray as much, but I do need something to put my part in place. So I don't have no choice but to use that, but let me just get right into what I'm doing. So truthfully, y'all, I don't really have to do much to this side because I like for this side to look like that. I'm just gonna fix this right here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So alright guys, we are pretty much done here. I do want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a family member, and check out my channel, okay?
Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me,